Playing a video game can be an intense experience. Scientists, game designers and video game enthusiasts have come together at this event to explore how video games affect our bodies.
It still stands out in my head as a game that's had the most emotional impact on me, because it actually made me feel physically scared to go anywhere in the game.
So what exactly is happening physiologically when we play a thrill-packed video game?
Your heart rate's obviously going to be involved. You have something that's called galvanic skin response, which is very much indicative of your sympathetic nervous system. So that's the system that gets you ready for fight and flight, for example. Your breathing's going to be involved. And all these things are kind of related to trying to improve your chances of reaction.
Research has shown that personality also affects a person's gaming experience.
Games that have graphics that are very realistic, what you'll find is that viewers who don't have very good imaginations from a visual point of view will find those games more engaging, whereas games that are more cartoony, fictitious looking in their graphics, what you'll find is that people who have good imaginations are going to engage with them more because they have the tools to almost translate those fictitious images into a potential real-life situation.
As game technology improves, video games are becoming more and more immersive, but game designer Steve Curran says that they are changing in other ways too.
I do know that there's a huge trend in video games at the moment towards approaching a different audience, towards approaching this audience which has never really been courted by video games before, and that audience is everyone who isn't an adolescent male.
Video games like this one produce a different emotional response than traditional games which are packed with violence.
Video games are very, very good at producing primal emotions, very, very sort of instinctive, shock and awe maybe moments that where the ghost comes out of nowhere and goes boo, and you go, oh, that was pretty scary for a few seconds. The sort of emotions that I'm interested in producing are more pervasive than that. They're emotions that go on and that leave you with something after the video game is turned off.
At Glasgow Caledonian University's Emotion Lab, researchers looked at how music affected a player's gameplay.
I'd like you to describe whether you think the music affected your game performance. So do you think listening to the music you listened to in any way affected how you performed on that game? And if so, could you tell me why?
The study found that the type of music used in a game had an impact on the player's emotional state during and after gameplay, and also on their performance during the game. But the narrative can also have a powerful effect on the player.
There was a girl in one of the groups earlier who was saying how she's often having conversations with her friends about how frustrating it is when you see one game character getting together with another game character and you know they're not suited. They should be with that other game character instead. And that sort of emotional game involvement is very much like a soap opera, frustration of following a narrative which has been constructed by someone else, which isn't following the direction that you're creating. I do remember one of my friends coming out of reviewing an expansion pack, I think, for The Sims, coming out of the office, really, really excited, and said, Kieran, what's the matter? And he said, it's brilliant, I just made two men kiss.